I'm a big advocate of getting started quickly, getting your hands dirty, all of that kind of stuff. And in my last video, I spoke about the things that I thought were super important when it comes to building your first company. And the mindset that I think we should all get into is, how can I exist as quickly as possible? Because the idea can only take you so far. So I wanted to take this to the next level. So the mindset that I constantly try to get myself in is, how can I exist in the next 7 days? What basic version of my idea can I bring out to the world? In this video, I wanted to go one step further with this whole quick existence thing. I couldn't find anything like this online anywhere, so I hope, and I think this is a YouTube first, but hey, who knows? And it's about how you can go selling stuff online for free, no catches, no fancy course to sign up to at the end, none of that. Just a startup founder to hopefully a bunch of other startup founders. You want to sell things online. How can I help you do that? Usually when you want to sell things online, you'd probably check out Etsy. I see time and time again, people tend to prefer just sending over bank details. This is, if you are starting a homemade moisturizer business or homemade food, or you're selling video games from your house, or whatever it's going to be. And so what happens is there are these kind of Instagram exchanges that take place, here are my bank details, you can send over the money to me. And one thing that you realize in business is the time that people drop off the most is when you ask them for money. So this video, in about 10 minutes time, you'll be able to sell things online without paying a penny to any third party. This isn't a sponsored video. This is just something that I found super helpful and useful, and I hope somebody else can benefit from this as well. So, how do you do it? 2 things that you need. Number 1, access to Google Forms. You just need a Gmail account for that. And number 2, access to Monzo, which is a fintech bank here in the UK. I think they're launching in the US pretty soon. Again, not sponsored, just a super cool hack. So 2 things, Google Forms and Monzo. Let's get started. First thing you need to do is open up your Google Drive, right click and create a Google Forms. What kind of business should we make? Let's sell cupcakes. My cupcake business. Give a little bit of a description about what you're making. The world's most amazing cupcakes. All right, so part of this is also giving you a bit of heads up about how to ask the right questions, and then after that, how to deal with payments using this exact form. Okay, so let's get started. First question that we need, we'll make it a short answer. All right, so the first thing that we ask for is someone's full name. You can be nice about this and put emojis and things like that later, but yeah, you can do that in your own time. Every question should be required. The reason why I put full name here is because sometimes when you post, you're required to give the full name. All right, so we have the name in place. Number 2, mobile number. The reason why this is important is, at least when you're early in a business, it's really, really important to be able to get customer feedback. So things like, things like sending over surveys and asking them if they're happy for a phone call just to give you a review is one of the best ways you can build the most amazing thing. All right, so we have the name, we have the number. Again, force of habit, keep everything as required. Next thing is address. So, you know where to ship things to. That should be a paragraph. All right, now the next thing here is what it is that you're selling along with your prices. So let's think about this in cupcake terms. How many cupcakes would you like to order? All right, and this can be a checkbox. So we can say 1 cupcake is £10. These are very expensive cupcakes. All right, 2 cupcakes gets you a bit of a discount. It's £15. And then 3 cupcakes you can get for an amazing £20. All right, so that's kind of what you want, and these are your items. If you do, I don't know, flavors in cupcakes, you can add that here as well. Which flavors would you like? I'm really bad at typing here. Which flavors would you like? Bloody Americans. Flavors in the UK is spelled with a U. All right. Okay, so flavors, what do you have to offer? We have vanilla cupcakes, we have cherry cupcakes, we have, what else do we have? Biscoff flavored cupcakes. We've also got lemon, and let's try one more. Let's have good old chocolate. All right, we can go to this. It's probably helpful here to add a description to just say, you know, choose. It's probably helpful here to have the description, which just says choose flavors based on how many cupcakes you've ordered. Nice and easy. So if someone was to choose two, they just choose two of these flavors. All right, nice. So we have the flavors. One last thing, just bear with me here. I'm going to add a nice descriptive thing here at the end, which is once you click submit, you'll be taken to the payment page. This is worth having just because it's not expected behavior just yet. But we're good. So now we have the checkout form as you would have on somewhere like Etsy or Shopify, right? We have everything in place. People can choose their orders. The next thing to figure out is how do we take payments? All right. What you have to do is open up your Monzo Bank. You can see that I had tried to rent a bike multiple times and it worked and it didn't work. But anyway, what you're going to do is click payments and then click request payments and then click this thing called share a link. Now, this is your standard Monzo link, but here's the magic. If you click onto customize amounts, now you can go back to your Google form and I'm hoping you can remember your prices. So one cupcake costs £10. So what I put here in the description is cupcake plus free delivery because I'm a nice guy. All right. And this is what matters here. If you click the share link, copy the text for that link, we're now going to include on the Google Forms. Let's jump back. All right, now that we've made our Monzo link, let's go ahead and add that to our Google Forms. So here we are on the forms. What you need to do is this time click the settings cog in the top right and then hit presentation. Now, this is where the magic happens. Remember at the bottom it says once you click submit, you'll be taken to the payment page. And here it is. Once somebody clicks submit, they will see what I'm about to write up. So one cupcake for £10, and you click this link. Two cupcakes for £15, and you click this link, and three cupcakes for £20, and you'll click this link. Now, I'm sure you can see I pasted the same link 3 times. You can do one of two things. Either you can go back into the Monzo app, or you can actually manually change these numbers here. So you can see over here that it says 15, 15, and 15. All I need to do is change these numbers to reflect the actual price, and that's what somebody will pay. So you see what I did there. I shall hit save. And now you're more or less done. But what I'll do is I'll show you what the finished product looks like. So let's give this a go. I'm going to hit send and just copy the link over here. Let's see what the average user is going to see. So here we are. Here's my name. Here's my number, my address. I live in the North Pole. How many cupcakes would I like? 2 cupcakes. vanilla and cherry flavor, please, and then hit submit. And then here we are. So let's see what happens when I click the 2 cupcakes that I ordered for £15. Pretty sleek. So it's got £15. It says cupcake there. If you really wanted to, you can change the wording to put like a unique reference or something like that. Now let me show you what happens when I hit send £15. It's a nice custom form. Once I've completed all of this and I click send £15, I'm going to get the money sent directly to my bank account, 0 fees, no issues whatsoever. Just to show you that this works, I am going to complete my current banking details. Of course, it's me paying me.
A few moments later.
And voila, you're done. And that is how you take payments online without paying anything. I've also added a link to a business that's used this form and payment method to build out their business. And you can see that they've done a little bit more customization with the messaging and emojis and so on, just to show you that it does actually work. So check it out and subscribe. You take payments online without paying anything. If you found this useful or interesting,